Well, once again, this is Omolola Adeyemo on the topic weight stigma. Weight stigma. For some time now, I've been talking about this issue and we're receiving a lot of responses from people on the on this exact topic. And I wanted to know that I have been thrilled by the responses and the support of people so far. I've been so thrilled, and I'm simply amazed by your comments, by your likes, and by your shares, and most importantly, your calls. Some people have called me and they have said you're doing a good job. So that's all we need. Just need that strong support from you. And I'm glad you are giving it. And so today we're still looking at weight stigma. Weight stigma. And like I promised us on Monday, I promised to be bringing somebody. Said I'll be bringing a guest today. And I wanted to know that my guest is right in the house. At the right time, I'm going to allow her to say something or to share our experience. I will introduce her at the appropriate time. Then today, we're looking at weight stigma from the home front. Weight stigma from the home front and the effect that weight stigma has on our intimate relationships. The effect it has on our intimate relationships. As I move on this topic, I want us to know that there is this prejudice. There is this prejudice and discrimination that is common or that is commonly directed to people of, I want to call them people of size, because even the words we use we might be stigmatizing them if we don't actually mind or choose our words rightly. So I call them people of size. So there is this prejudice and discrimination that is commonly directed at people of size. So let's take it that way. So like a few days ago, I told us about how to measure your BMI, which a time will come, we're going to actually dwell on this aspect of getting to know your BMI, and we want to seek help if you need to seek help. And so the first social circle of every individual is the home. And it is so sad that people get stigmatized even from their own very first world. The first known world that you know, which is your home, where you came into. Like I said, nobody dropped from heaven. You came from a home. And so it's so sad that we get stigmatized even from the home. And so every time people of sizes, people of sizes, they cry for help. They cry for help, but they are not heard. They are not heard. Instead, they receive slaps. They receive bites. They receive stripes, and so on and so forth. And all these things leave them with bruises, and it leaves them brokenhearted. It's very sad. Intimate relationships are also common. It's a common context for this weight bias. It's a very common context. And so today we're actually looking at our relationships, the closest relationship, which is the home front, and also our intimate relationships with people. Heavy women or people of size, like I said, are relatively rated unattractive. They are rated unattractive and unlikely to be dating. That is what we see in our society today. Many of them are unlikely to be dating. They are unlikely to have a boyfriend or a partner, or they are termed as sexually unskilled and unworthy of attractive partners. It's very sad. I don't know why our world has degenerated that much or to that extent. And so heavier women were judged by their mates or by their male partners as lower in attractiveness or vitality and as poorer matches to their partner's attractiveness ideals. Most of them have some idea, they have some ideas in them. This is what they feel, this is what they expect of their partner. But when the partner is a plus size or a woman of size, even when she's doing all her best, even when she has the best of stuff inside of her, they still see her, because of that bias, they still see her as unworthy or as no good. And so these findings point to the potential mechanism that may contribute to heavier women's relationship difficulties. Many people that are of plus size have difficulty in either starting a relationship or in keeping a relationship. Many people have even had to lose their marriages because they are just unfortunate to have grown big. But that is not a topic for today. This will be, I'm still going to come back. I'm still going to come around one of these days to actually handle the aspect of the effect of this weight stigma on our marriages. Many marriages have been broken because of this. Like I said, it's not a topic for today. Yeah, my guest is in the house. I told you I'm going to bring a guest. And she's a woman, or she's a lady of size. She's a lady of size, and she has actually experienced this weight stigma, either from her home front, from friends and loved ones, or supposed to be loved ones. And they are actually thinking that they are loving her. They are trying to help her to slim down, but they are doing more damage, or do more damage to her than helping her. And so today my guest is in the house, and permit me to allow her to block her video, for privacy. But I am sure very soon, I'm going to bring her back, and she's going to confidently flaunt that body. She's going to confidently flaunt that body, because we must have got to where she desires to be. But today, permit me to allow her to block her video, but you just hear her voice as she shares her experience with us. I'm going to tell you her initials, no name today. But by the time she's going to come back, I'm going to give you her names, our full names. And so I call her TK. Just for me to call her that. I call her TK. TK, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everybody.
Okay, let's hear you. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. It's lovely to be here. This issue of weight stigma is quite a serious issue that women, full-figured women, have been battling with all our lives. And growing up, I was a full-figured girl, chubby, and was cute for a while. It became an issue, and then everybody had something to say. They would tell my mom, "What are you looking at? Why is she getting bigger? What are you doing about it?" And in turn, she turns to me and says, "You need to do something about this weight." And out of maternal, what can I say? Out of the heart of how people are talking to her, to talk and say, "You need to allow this. People can't keep talking to you about it." And it goes on from mother to father to uncle, siblings to friends, saying hurtful things. I think that, oh, you get over it. You get over it. And but it doesn't happen that way. They need to stop, not just for myself now, but for every other woman or figure out there. People need to stop saying hurtful words to people of figure. You need to stop addressing them by their way. You need to stop using them to say, oh, because you don't know what the person is passing through. You don't know what the person has done. And maybe she thinks, oh, I have lost 10 pounds. And then just continue. Added with that, morale just goes down because you have put your opinions on her without considering what he or she is feeling like. So personally, I have endured advice that from the people that is coming from, it seems like good advice. But when it gets to me, it's like the slap in the face. Like, how could you say this to me? I've enjoyed advice from friends, from family, from even partners. You know, because I am a woman of figure, I feel like, oh, because the world has made me feel like in a relationship, if you're a woman of figure, you might not even get a good relationship. You have to settle for whoever you get. And because of that notion, it takes a while for it to sink to your head that, oh, that's not true. There are women of figure who have met their spouses who love them exactly the way they are. And your partner's another opposed myth is that because you're a woman of figure, your partner can treat you anyhow, which is not actually true. Shouldn't allow our partners treat us anyhow because we are women of figure. Because we are actually people who have stuff inside of us. We are extra. We have extra stuff, extra special stuff inside of us. So we should not allow that to happen. So I have gone through relationships where I have been looked down upon. I have been things have been said to me. Even I have met siblings of I've met siblings of people I'm dating. I'm wondering this is who you are dating. Like it's very I have been looked down upon very much. And for that it doesn't allow me I don't enter relationships very easily. I'm wondering why would I even bother? Your family will still talk. Why would I even bother? Your family will tell you no at the end of the day. So I'm like, just take your trouble and go. And even if I enter, I'm always wondering, is this uncle still sure? Does he still know what he's doing? Is he still fine with this? What is family going to say? Are they talking about me at the back? Are they making fun of me at the back? And stuff like that. It's very challenging to our emotional health. It just needs a lot of a full figured woman needs extra packaging. Sometimes members of the family will talk and I'm wondering, you are supposed to love me despite how I look, not because of how I look. But then in their to them they are showing you love, but to us it doesn't always come as love. It comes like a slap in the face and insult. So we have all gone through this. This is my story. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Hmm. That's interesting. Thank you, my guest. Thank you, TK. I appreciate you for taking that bold step to come out and speak out this morning. I appreciate you for that. And like I promised that very soon, very, very soon, that I promised that we're gonna come back and do another program. And that plant that body going to be able to flaunt that body. And I'm sure you're going to be so glad that you actually hooked up. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We all had what she said. We had our experience. This is somebody that she's a daughter to a very close friend of mine. I've had to call the mom severally. I've had to tell the mom that you need to take it easy with this girl. Please take it easy with her. All she needs is love. You need to let her feel love so that you could work with her to actually achieve her goal. Yeah, I've had to tell the mom, you need to slow down. That is what we're trying to tell us today. Try and slow down. Slow down with that child. Slow down with that friend. Slow down with that colleague that is a plus side. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know if they have some things inside of them, some things that are actually battling with that has actually brought about the size. To some people, it might be family planning that actually did it. To some people, it might be just an ailment. It might be a type of drug that somebody is using. It might be an eating disorder. You don't know what that person is going through. And so whether from the home front or from our relationships or even in the society at large, what we are trying to tell you is let your words be kind. Let your words be kind to those people. They did not make themselves like that. And they also want to live a good life. They want to have a good relationship. And so stop looking at what you see on the outside. Speak nice words to that girl. Speak nice words to that lady, and you'll be able to help her to go through that season of actually achieving the best, or because we are a work in progress. We all have issues in our lives that we are dealing with. To them, that is an issue. And it has actually shut many people down. I spoke with a friend of mine, just in rounding off now, I spoke with a friend of mine, and that friend of mine said, there's a lady, right, that's my neighbor, said, I've not seen her in 1 year. And the siblings keep saying, she's at home because she's big. So she's just ashamed of her body because they keep saying it to her. They keep pushing it to her face. So I encourage you today, let us try and slow down. Let us try and speak nice words, kind words, because your words will help somebody to achieve that desire of his heart. Thank you this morning. As many as are linking up with us today, I appreciate you. Thank you. I give a shout out to you all. Thank you very much. You are the reason we are here. I want you to know that you have my support at any time. Just let me know. Let me know. Send your comments. Send your shout out. Send your likes. Share this video and let somebody see it, because somebody might be out there who needs to hear this. Somebody might be out there who needs to be liberated from this message. And so keep sharing this video and let it get into the hands of those who need it. Thank you once again this morning. TK, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for speaking.
So much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Very soon, we're going to come back. I believe that's a deal. It's a deal. We're going to come back and they're going to hear your story once again. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you and have a good day.